biology, all the way from PA. That's a long drive, man. That's too long. But we have a beautiful Honda S2000. Jason, what's up, bud?
What's going on, man?
Dude, I can't believe you made the drive, but look at this. Tell me what we have going on.
It's a 2006 Honda S2000, Acura TL motor, and a couple turbos.
You jumped the gun on the motor. All right, first of all. Is this a custom-made hood?
It's a factory hood that's
Factory
cut
hood?
out. My body guy cut it out.
Body guy, he did a really good job. It looks awesome. I love seeing the turbos peek through it. And then that lip, too. It's a really nice looking lip. Where's that from?
JDP?
JDP? What is this? It looks like a factory color, but it's not.
It is not. It's the BMW i8, the Protonic Blue.
Oh, wow. That's rad. You see your side exit exhaust here. And this was built in-house?
Yep.
Man, it's super cool. And it's on both sides. I saw it as you pulled in. So twin turbo setup. Look at that. So is that just aluminum then?
It is.
You just cut a tube, mold it into it?
Laser cut a plate with the logo in it, cut a tube to the backside, shaped it to the fender, welded it out, ground it down,
Right on.
coated it, shoved it in there.
It looks super good.
Thank you.
And then you got the hard top, carbon fiber trunk.
Yep.
It's got like a little blue tint to it.
It has the blue pearl from the paint.
Oh, okay. So that was just mixed in with it then. I like that. It's a good touch. Tell me about the wheels.
Desmond Regamasters. 17 by 10 on the back, 17 by 7.5 on the front.
That's a big wheel for an S2000. It's stock fenders like that. This is what, just a project for you or a daily? Or?
It's a project like shop car.
Yeah.
It's like shop advertising.
But with a full cage.
Yeah. I'm going to race it next year. For now, it's got to
So
look
this
pretty.
is a fully legal cage then?
Yep, it's certed to 850.
Okay, awesome. Can we take a look inside then? Whoa, that Kirky. That's a tight fit to get in there.
Yeah.
A really high
Little guy
bull bar.
only.
Man, that's a pretty intense cage. And where was the cage built?
A JCS fabrication. It's a local shop in PA to me.
Wow, that's crazy, this bend coming in like that too.
Yeah, you
as
gotta
well.
shut the door and take a look at that one.
Oh, it goes around the
Money.
factory handle. Dang, that's
The
sick.
factory
I don't know
handle,
if I've ever
factory
really
plastics, still has the glove box.
Yeah, so it's like full street form with a really crazy cage.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I've not seen that.
The guy that did it's been doing cages for like 10 years. I dropped the car off and he was kind of like, ooh, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
I got it back and he was like, that's the hardest cage I've ever put in.
Because
And
it's
this
so
guy
small.
Builds tube chassis cars.
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
living. And he was like, this car sucked.
You can see his experience, that's for sure. Because even down to the dash, like getting that.
Yeah, he did a great job.
That is amazing. And so many other little bars going. Wow, that would take quite a while. So no plan to run a passenger seat?
I do. I was gonna put different seats in it to come out here, and then it didn't happen in time.
And then got a carbon fiber block off plate for the trans tunnel?
Yep, it's from Renegade Motorsports.
That's pretty cool. Little quick release steering wheel. What about the dash here? AEM?
It's the AM CD5, and then I built the little block off plates, deleted the push button radio controls, climate control.
Oh, so like this here. It's really clean. So what ECU is this run then?
It's on the Infinity 8.
Infinity? Yeah, okay, that's awesome. Well, let's pop the hood, take a look underneath. So that's not normal for an S2000?
No. There's a couple others that are out there.
It's
starting to get more popular.
So what is the motor from?
It's a 03 TL Type S.
Yeah.
It's a J32A2.
V6.
Yes.
So you got sweet gas mileage, right?
No.
It's basically a minivan motor. But this makes good power from the factory for a car this light.
Right.
And then you went ahead and just threw two big turbos on it.
Of course.
So tell me about the turbo setup here.
It's a Garrett GT 3576s, the Gen 2 GTX stuff. And it's mirror image.
That looks
So
amazing.
the reverse rotation setup.
Looks
And then they
really
both
good.
have the OCD Works T51R mod.
Now to put this engine in, did you have to go through anything crazy as far as mounting it? Or?
There's mount kits available, and that comes with a trans plate and a flywheel adapter. So it just bolts right to the S2000 transmission, and it bolts into the car.
That's so clever.
Everything from there, you got to make.
Wow.
Cooling system, exhaust, like nothing just goes right in.
Yeah, of course.
Because the factory, the TLs have the coolant crossover tube off the back of the heads that would sit through the firewall where the thermostat housing and stuff is. So that all had to be custom made and figured out.
Yeah, a lot of work it looks like. And this titanium work is beautiful. So you've done all this yourself, right? So how big is this intercooler?
6 inches thick. I forget.
6 inch thick.
12 inch tall, 6 inches thick. It's one of the biggest vertical flow cores that Vibrant offers. You're looking for radiators, aren't you?
Everything teed into it. What'd you say?
You're looking for a radiator.
Yeah. Where is it? In the back? We missed that?
Yes.
That's how clean it is?
Everybody misses it.
That's how clean it is, yeah. I was like, where is everything? I like how everything's really well molded in too. So the wastegate is dumped back into the exhaust.
Correct.
That's all pie cuts. How long
all
does that
titanium
take?
And all pie cut.
How long does that take?
Forever.
Forever, right?
There's probably 100 welding hours.
100 welding hours. Because you have to have
a lot
pretty
of sleepless
crazy
nights
setup,
and
back purge everything,
yes.
get that all set up, come back, hope that it worked.
Yep.
Now, do you use like something to help you with the pie cuts to mock it up?
They're all laser cut
Okay.
on the Vibrant stuff. So you can get just the pie cut straight, mufflers, everything.
And then the intake manifold, what is this from?
I built that.
You built that? And that's aluminum?
Yes. Whenever I first put this motor in the car, I had a giant single turbo setup, like a GTX 4508 or something. It was an adapter plate with a Skunk 2 Ultra intake manifold, but it would have been like 6 inches through the hood. And I got the idea I didn't want to cut the hood for the manifold at all. Yeah. So I scratched all that, started over, built the intake manifold. Yeah, because I built a turbo setup around that.
I've seen these from the factory.
So they sit really high. Yeah. So the manifold design is set to, it matches the contour of the hood. So at this point it is right here, and you can get about a finger.
Oh, good.
So right there, it's super close.
Because the factory ones I've seen, they're super big.
Yes, and they come like out over the valve covers.
Yeah, and they're really ugly. This is beautiful.
You can't have ugly.
That's why it looks like a different motor to me, because most of the time I see that manifold, it looks terrible.
It gets LS confused all the time.
Oh, really?
Like everyone's
a miniature
like, oh,
LS?
And then
that took a lot of hours too. That's all aluminum?
Yes.
It's really nice.
It's a lot of CNC machine pieces and a little bit of sheet metal work.
Is this all one piece then for the manifold?
Yes,
it bolts
like the factory lowers are still there. Like the factory J series lowers bolted in 2 pieces.
Yeah.
And then there's a CNC made like machine piece that bolts to that. And then the plenum's welded to all of this. If you pop this plate out, all the bolts that hold the factory intake manifold on are inside here. Okay. To hold it down to the lowers.
Yeah, I figured that's why you had a little access point there.
Yeah, that's just to get in to actually install the manifold.
And getting that plate just dialed in with all those inserts is crazy. So tell me what you got going on here with the breather tanks.
It's just
2 catch cans?
Yeah, a pair of Vibrant catch cans. They fit with the whole symmetry.
It's really good. I see you got a brake booster delete as well. And then even the clutch looks real slick. Painted?
No, it's like a billet.
Is it?
Cool, like clutch fluid housing.
And then the headers and stuff, you did all this?
Yep, I built all those.
And what are they made of?
1.5 inch tubing.
Wow. So you have quite a few hours into welding and cutting and grinding and getting this. And everything fits so nice. I love the symmetry of it. It just makes me feel so much better just to see how everything looks the same from side to side. And then the wiring, ride wire.
Yes, sir.
He's been on here quite a few times. He's been here quite a few times. He always brings in the coolest stuff. And
yeah, this one was not just an off-the-shelf harness, so it took him a little bit to get to.
Oh, yeah.
It's to the J series engine, S2000 chassis, plugs into the Infinity. I added a bunch of sensors on top of it, so it was a custom one-off harness from him.
I'm sure it was super easy to install.
Yes. Plug it in, drill a hole in the firewall, bolt it on, turn the car on.
Done. Now, how much power did this actually make?
It makes 497 on 7 pounds.
That's barely even cracked open.
Yeah. So they're not even waking up yet.
And this, you've been building it for so long. You said you wanted to keep it together at least for this year.
Till the end of next week.
And now, yeah, now when SEAM is over, you get to turn the boost up and do whatever you want. So you plan on drag racing with it? That's awesome. So as far as you've driven it right now, and since I missed it because I couldn't find it, you saw me looking for it. Where's the radiator?
They are in the back.
Let's check it out.
2 of them back here too.
Underneath?
Yep.
Whoa, okay. So the exhaust is all out of the front.
Yes. It's all out the fender, which opens up all that space.
And this is just 2 radiators in the back. We're gonna have to get this on the lift to check that out. This is the biggest intercooler I've seen here. 6 inches wide, blow-off valves all teed in together. So did this come like this, or did you?
No, I had to build
You built everything?
The intercooler.
So all the intakes and stuff was your design?
Yep.
That is really nice. It's really slick. I love how it flows. Everything's so nicely built. And the blow-off valves, all of it. Bet it sounds really good. Oh, what do we got for suspension?
That's K-Sport coilovers.
K-Sport, and then you got different brakes too, huh?
Yeah, it's a racing brake, big brake kit on the front.
Is anything done to the motor internally?
No, it's all stock.
All stock? So the fuel setup then, what did you have to change for fuel?
It's got the stock S2000 tank, a 450 liter per hour pump, and then it's 8AN feed. 8AN feed splits to dual 8s and then runs through the rails.
In the E85?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on the 85.
We can
and
smell
then
it.
ID 1000 injectors.
And then we can see all your rear radiator plumbing come back through here. So that's really cool. I love how low this car can go and not actually hit anything. Except the starter looks like it's going to take the brunt of everything.
Yes.
But that's
a new starter for a reason.
That's Honda's fault, not yours.
Well, they don't come under the oil pan.
Oh, really?
That's part of the swap.
Huh.
The S2000 engine, the starter's on the engine. The J series, the starter's on the transmission. So when you mate them, the only option was the oil pan's notched out up in here for the starter to sit in there.
So this is all part of that swap then. That is a lot to figure out if you didn't have to do it. So having the swap kit's pretty nice.
Well, I still had to weld the oil pan and all that.
Yeah.
But the swap kit was the engine mounts and the trans adapter.
So this is just a factory pan for the J.
Yes, it's cut out and moved up in.
And then, yeah, this looks really nice here. Is this an electric pump?
It is, and that's wired in to assist. So when the fans kick on, the electric pump
Do you think
kicks
it's
on.
necessary, or you just did it for safety?
I did have a little overheating issues with the rear mount. I think it was a flow issue with the factory pumps not flowing
Just didn't
volume
have
enough.
To push
like the lines
volume.
are too long to move the volume.
Right. So this
But as soon as I added the electric pump to assist, it's been fine.
That's awesome. And also it's good for like bleeding it out.
You can just open the cap and run the pump and
without
done.
running it. Yeah. So you don't have that whole mess of it. Oh, now it's really hot. But now we get to see in the back here how cool that actually is. I don't think I've ever seen one set up like this in the rear with two separate radiators. It's a really neat idea. What do you have to support the power for this, for the differential? And what's
it's a 488.
488? And you plan on keeping that in the future?
I think so.
And what axles go to that then?
It's drive shaft shop 5.9.
Oh, okay. How much power can this actually take with the rear end?
The weak link at the moment's the transmission.
The transmission.
Being the stock S2000 transmission.
What would you put in place of that?
Probably gonna do the CD009 Nissan trans.
Yeah, and would that fit pretty well in here?
It takes some massaging. The trans tunnel's pretty small in there.
It's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be, to be honest. But yeah, it looks great, man. And then is this a big adapter plate?
Yeah, so it still uses the stock S2000 transmission or drive shaft.
That's pretty cool. That's not even really a different length for what it is. And then just a couple little suspension arms back here.
Yeah,
adjustable toe.
it's spherical bearings and everything in the rear as well instead of bushings.
I don't know, how did you mock all this stuff up? How do you hold it all in place? Just from here to the...
These are actually identical too.
Really?
Like you can take them out and switch them.
No way.
Like when I built everything, I was very particular on everything being perfectly symmetrical.
That is amazing.
Like the intercooler pipes are floppable. It's not like a right and a left. And
this could all be built on a bench then.
Yeah.
You built one first and then replicate the other one? Wow. That's super cool. Even with wastegates?
They're very close.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's gotta be so difficult. It's really a work of art. I love all of this. Thank you for bringing it by. You have to go to SEMA now, and we have to keep this in one piece.
I mean,
somewhat one piece. And then
after
after
fit in with
SEMA,
everything else that gets pushed into SEMA.
Well, you can come party with us at SEMA if you want to, because we're gonna try and keep our stuff together until we get to SEMA. But then after SEMA is when you get to actually rip this thing.
Yes.
So that's cool, man. Thanks for coming by.
Yep.
Your
Thanks
work
for
is
having
insane.
Me. Thank you.
So I need to get better at welding. I just just made me feel bad about myself. Oh, now you see. Yeah. I guess we can fit in a bit of action. Give you guys a little sound, noises, and smoke. was a lot more sick.
You got a couple of flames shooting out the side of this thing.
Almost into my face, actually.
Oh, one went in my eardrum. Sick.
Great job, man.
Yeah, those T51R mod things sound sick.
I haven't even heard it yet.
Oh, sounds good.
I've heard it's in the car.
Now you hear.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll hear it now.
Well, you know what to do. If you don't know what to do, we delete this whole episode right now.
That's a wrap!
I love that we started doing burnouts inside.
Yeah.
That's the best part.